Hey guys, Nick Halden here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, I cannot believe I'm finally recording this vlog, and today for me is May 1st, the day that I'm recording this intro clip for the streaming and chill vlog for another simple favor that has just premiered today on Amazon Prime. Guys, a simple favor, which is a movie that you guys are going to be seeing the review of my Blu-ray slipcover edition before it goes away and I upgrade it to 4K. You guys are going to be seeing that video on the channel before the year ends. But a simple favor, a movie with I didn't know anything about it. I just started seeing like here and there the poster promotional pictures, but it's a movie starred by Kendrick and Blake Lively. I had two very close co-worker friends, lady friends, and the experience was amazing. So we were planning to go to the movie theater. It was the first time that I went to the Cinemark, which is an Egyptian theater here on Davie, Florida. I took you guys to watch Snow White with my Queen of Hell. And I was planning basically to go and watch that movie with my two lady friends. And I was expecting a good movie, but I didn't expect a movie that I like so much that I have seen after that date so many times. When the movie started to play, the interpretation of these two ladies and the chemistry they have together, I loved that since minute one. And the first story is so immersive, and I feel like this movie is straight perfect. Every single time that I go ahead and rewatch it, I just love it every single time. Now, I do not remember if back then there was a possibility of a sequel. To be honest, the movie ends on such a good, it closes every single story on a good note, but it's a movie that it can be explored on the future. So I honestly don't remember if back then I read somewhere if there was a possibility for a sequel. But then when interviews starts floating up and when the sequel was confirmed, I was like, this movie is going to be epic, and I hope the sequel is amazing as well. I love this movie so much that what I want to do today, and kind of like my schedule is kind of messed up because today's Thursday, May 1st, it's 6:46 p.m. I'm about to get into the shower because Thunderbolts it's premiering today, like opening night, and I'm going to go and see it with a friend, and that's another vlog that you guys are going to be having. I don't know if before this one or after, but that's another vlog that I'm planning to record for you guys. But anyways, my plan is that I want to rewatch A Simple Favor, which again, I do have it on Blu-ray, but I can watch this movie so many times, and it has so many special features, but I want to watch A Simple Favor. Guys, this movie is basically about a simple favor. So we have the perfect mom, and we have the mysterious girl played by Blake Lively. So we start to discover more as the story goes on that there is a lot more deeper story behind why both of the characters are the way they act, and again, it has an epic conclusion to it. And for the trailers that I have seen so far, I feel that the sequel the sequel looks very promising, so I'm expecting a lot of things of the sequel. I can tell you right away that it looks amazing, but at least The Simple Favor, it will be A Simple Favor, directed by Paul Feig. He came back to direct the sequel as well. Centers around Stephanie, played by Anna Kendrick, a mommy blogger who seeks to uncover the truth behind her best friend Emily, played by Blake Lively, sudden disappearance from their small town. Stephanie is joined by Emily's husband, Sean, played by Henry Golding, in this stylish thriller filled with twists and betrayals, secrets and revelations, love and loyalty, and murder and revenge. And again, it has a few special features, but I will make a more in-depth review of the Blu-ray. So yeah, the plan for the vlog is that I want to go ahead and rewatch A Simple Favor so I can get ready and get all the Easter eggs for another Simple Favor. There is more martinis on the way, so let me go ahead, and it's not going to be today, but I'm going to be enjoying A Simple Favor, and then I will be back to tell you guys a little bit more about what another Simple Favor is about. I will watch another Simple Favor, and the end of this video will be the big review and my thoughts about the sequel. If you have seen the sequel already, I would love to know in the comments what do you think about it. If it's a good sequel, if it's a sequel that should have been made. So let's go ahead and see. I'm sorry.
You guys are such a cute couple.
Yeah, we're on the verge of bankruptcy, and we can't find a decent nanny in all of Connecticut, so...
Okay guys, so this is after the fact kind of videos, because I have already seen a Simple Favor and the sequel, another Simple Favor. So as I kind of told you guys on recorder on the intro videos, I decided before I went ahead and watched the sequel on Amazon Prime to give a rewatch to A Simple Favor, a movie that I had the pleasure of going with two of my best friends to the movie theater, and after that I got the Blu-ray and I've seen it, I want to say, at least 3 times. Do I feel it's necessary for you to rewatch A Simple Favor before you go ahead to this world and go and watch another Simple Favor? If you have the chance and if you have the time, do so. I do feel A Simple Favor is one of these movies that you can rewatch so many times and you will enjoy it each time, or at least that has been my experience. The movie is never boring. We get introduced to this world where we have Anna Kendrick, a super full-time mom that has a secret past, and then we have Blake Lively, the mom that you see has all figured it out with the amazing job, the amazing outfits, but also has a darker past. So these two actresses interacting to each other is always fun, and in this world of A Simple Favor, we get a lot of details that are going to be important for us to know when we get into the sequel. I've seen it so many times that I could have just jumped to the sequel and just watched it, but again, if you have the time, just go ahead, give a watch to A Simple Favor. Again, it's a super fun, entertaining movie, and you're going to get a lot of details that are going to make way more sense when you go ahead and watch the sequel. If you are into collecting physical media, if you have ever seen this one, there was an alternate ending with kind of like a flash dance move. The alternate ending doesn't make any sense into the sequel, so that's why it continued to be deleted. When the movie ends with Blake Lively character going to jail and Anna Kendrick basically going full time into her blog online was going to become a popular show later on. So those kind of details on the ending do make importance when you watch the sequel. But eventually, when I saw the first one, I have as much fun as the first time. And again, it did help me a lot watching the sequel. So again, these clips are after the fact. At this point, I have already seen the sequel, but now I'm going to be recording the clip, my review clip of my thoughts on another Simple Favor. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I decided to record a clip today as well about what another Simple Favor is about. First of all, it's an Amazon Prime Video exclusive, so I do not think we're going to get a physical media release, but I might be wrong. But I do think the Prime, it says Prime New Original Movie. The poster is super good, and we have both of our characters back. I have seen the trailers, and again, I do feel like the movie is good. So we have another Simple Favor. It's a 2025 American black comedy mystery film directed by Paul Finn and written by Jessica Sharset and Liata Caldris. It is a sequel to A Simple Favor. Anna Kendrick, Blake Lively, Henry Golding, Andrew Rannells, Bashir Saludin, Joshua Satin, and Ian Ho reprised their roles from the first film, with Michael Morrow, Elena Sofia Ricci, Elizabeth Perkins, Alex Newell, and Alison Janney joining the cast. The film premiered at the South by Southwest Festival on March 7 of 2025 and was released on Amazon Prime Video on May 1st. I don't think we have a budget, but we do have a plot for it. A murder transpires at Emily's extravagant wedding to an Italian businessman on the island of Crappy, Italy. Again, I don't see a budget right here, but it's being distributed by Amazon MGM Studios. and the production companies were Metro Golden Mayer, Lionsgate, and FICO Entertainment. Since Lionsgate is involved, we might get a physical media release, but again, I'm not sure about it. If you remember correctly, on the ending of the first one, spoilers ahead, the movie ended with Blake Lively character going to jail. And for the first trailer, what I can see is that Anna Kendrick character has write a book, which is not going well. But then, out of the blue, the protagonist of the book, Blake Lively, shows up to invite her to her wedding as her maid of honor. So you kind of thinking right now, without having seen the movie, like, why does Anna Kendrick character agrees to go on this trip? But I think the reason behind it is because she wants to discover what this lady is planning, because she knows she always have evil intentions at heart. So yeah, that's basically what the movie is about. I'm excited for it. It looks beautiful. And Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick, last time they were on screen together, they had amazing chemistry. I hope the same thing gets repeated on the second one. And I haven't even seen how long the movie is, but I'm sure it's going to be at least 2 hours long. So let me check right here. I'm sorry, I have my laptop right here in front of me. Okay guys, so Another Simple Favor has a runtime of 2 hours and 2 minutes. So a 2-hour movie. You know how I feel about long movies. If the movie is good, I don't mind the movie to be like 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you might throw at me if the movie is good. If the movie is bad, not every single movie needs to be a 2 hours movie. But yes, now, it's not going to be today. Like I told you in the beginning, are just the intro clips for the video. But as soon as I can, I will watch the movie. This is definitely going to be a weekend movie, because tomorrow I'm going to eat someplace. It's been a strong week. But anyways, yes, as soon as I can enjoy Another Simple Favor, I will enjoy it here at my house. Again, streaming now on Amazon Prime. And as soon as I'm done watching it, I will let you guys know my honest review, if I feel that the sequel got up as the standards of the first one, or if it was a sequel that wasn't needed. Again, right now, I'm letting the movie surprise me. And I haven't heard anything about the movie just yet. I haven't seen any spoiler, which I'm thankful. I try to avoid spoilers as much as I can. So, I will see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so it's already Tuesday for me. I saw A Simple Favor and Another Simple Favor last weekend. It was my Saturday kind of day. I was doing things at the house. Early in the morning, I play my Blu-ray of A Simple Favor, and then later in the afternoon, I play Another Simple Favor. Both movies are kind of like 2 hours long, but I have to say I loved the sequel as much as I loved the first one. And sometimes that's hard to do, but I think it did help that 80% of the cast came back, and also the director came back. So this project, which when it was announced, I was super curious of like what a sequel of this universe can look like. Not every single time even the same director can come with a good idea to make a sequel of a movie that did good on the first run, but in this case we got one of the exceptions that the sequel is as good as the first one. Guys, if you haven't seen Another Simple Favor streaming out on Amazon Prime, spoilers ahead, because I want to talk in deep about the sequel. So, if you remember, on A Simple Favor, we get introduced to this full-time mom played by Anna Kendrick, and then this more of a different mom with an established job with great outfits, played by Blake Lively, a happily married girl with a grinder that has been struggling to grind more, and then these two different personalities interact with each other, trying to change each other. They do share something, that they have dark past behind of them. So what ended up happening is that this Simple Favor is just for Anna Kendrick character to take care of Blake Lively's kid, and then she disappears. We came to learn that Anna Kendrick characters slept in the past with her half-brother. That's the name of Brother Fokker, which always is so fun for me when Blake Lively says that. And then basically when Blake Lively character disappeared, she started to get to look into her past, and we found out that there were triplets and only two survive. This is going to be important while we get into this sequel. So another simple favor picked us kind of like, I want to say like 5 years after a simple favor. Basically, we get to see that Anna Kendrick was successfully doing the blogs that she did. She did a live program where she was kind of like resolving cases, and Blake Lively character remained on jail. Remained on jail all this time until something happens, and while Anna Kendrick character just write a book, the faceless blonde, something like that. Blake Lively character shows up. I love that they kind of recreate. On the first movie, we get introduced to this character walking on a slow motion with a great outfit. It's kind of the same on this one. When we get to see her again, she just walked to the press release and she's just like boo. And both characters feel like no time has passed, and they play the characters so similar to the same way they play them on the first movie, and that's one of the best part about it. Blake Lively character still is a strong character you kind of get afraid of, but you do laugh with the things that she said. And Anna Kendrick character is still the innocent character, but more into her darker side this time that has passed on. So what ended up happening is that Blake Lively basically asked her to be the maid of honor because thanks to her she's getting married. We're all surprised about this. We're surprised that she's out, and what ended up happening is that the wedding is going to be taking place on Capri. Guys, the locations that this movie was recorded, it's a great character on this movie. Beautiful, beautiful location, kind of like on a private island. I honestly haven't read where the movie was filmed, but the locations were beautiful. And the music score, it recovers a lot of the same music score for the first one. So when she gets to the plane, she gets to Capri with her book assistant as a policy insurance that Blake Lively is not going to be killing her. And she's like, oh, because you say I'm not going to be killing both of you. So again, the comedic aspect between these two characters is still the same. So when she gets into the plane, she realizes this is a private plane, but she has no idea who this person is getting married into. They are super strict about the phone not being used and not getting any recording done. And the jokes lands on me every single time. She goes from calling her brother fucker to then call her husband fucker. So again, it's all over the place and I love that. Once they land and we get introduced to the guy from 365 Days, I don't remember his name, but he's been in a lot of projects since 365 and I love him. The way he always interprets this guy with money. You always have to have money on the movies. So she get introduced to Anna Kendrick character and he's like, oh, nice to meet you, you're such a beautiful girl. And she's like, do you have a brother? And then Blake Lively goes like, why are you into fucking brothers? That was so hilarious. I love those two moments when we get Blake Lively back and when we get that joke. So they get into this island again. Then right away, we always have like in the back of our heads like what's going on. Why does Blake Lively character wants Anna Kendrick on the wedding after all that happened? And we always have the set of mind like, is she going to kill her? Is she going to have vengeance? So we don't know. Back in the island, we do get the ex-husband back with the kid. He's a complete mess and he doesn't get afraid of speaking his mind. We do get to see Blake Lively saying that he changed her ways because of the time she spent on jail and the love has brought it out. So the outfits through the movie are amazing. Every single chain of clothes that Blake Lively have drops 100%, like 10 out of 10 every single time. Same with Anna Kendrick. But when we get to realize more about this family, we get to realize they're kind of like in the mob business. So we do get to believe that this girl is marrying the guy just because of money and connections. So the very first reaction that we have through the movie is that after the ex-husband tells Blake Lively that he's going to be filing for full custody, Then mysteriously somebody comes at him getting into a shower and injects something to him. He starts bleeding his eyes, ears, and mouth, and he immediately dies. So at this point, Anna Kendrick is starting to act suspicious of what's going on, and when the wedding is going to happen, martinis are a big part of the show, of the movie, yet again. So when the wedding is going to happen, Anna Kendrick character basically wants him to see the big guy getting murdered, but she doesn't see who is getting the murder done. So one of the surprises that the mother-in-law has is that she pick up the real mom, and then the real mom shows up with an aunt that we didn't know. We get introduced to her in this movie. I don't remember her name, but I love her because she's the mom, one of the moms from Mom. And we get to know that the triplet is alive. So they create this whole scheme where they want to blame Anna Kendrick character from killing the guy, and then they want to put this girl to pretend to be Blake Lively's character. And we have a mess up scene. There is a lot of scene where Blake Lively is interacting with herself. There is a super dark point when the triplet is kind of like, I feel you, and they kind of have a sex scene together, which was strong to watch, believe me. And it also has the resolution, which I love, because we get to amend the relationship between Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively. And I keep calling him this because it's easier for you guys to keep track instead of like me calling them by the name of the characters that they play. So I do love that at the end she even protect Anna Kendrick from dying, and I love the dynamic between these two yet again. The movie ends on a note where I can see a possible future for this franchise to go on, because the mother-in-law asks Blake Lively character now hiding for a simple favor on a folder that we don't know what is inside this folder. So guys, the movie I believe is a 10 out of 10 sequel. I love the way they continue the story and they get us back into this universe and they give us even more into the universe. So I do feel the movie was super well done and super fun to watch. It has a lot of comedic moments and the characters are well played. I do feel like they get to get more development in this sequel. And again, it did help a lot that the director was back and also the main cast. There was a lot of tension saying that these actors doesn't get along. The press release was done super well. And they have so many scenes with each other that you don't even feel if there was tension or not. I do feel the sequel was really well done. And again, the story was surprising. All of the time you're thinking that Blake Lively character is going to be the evil, the bad evil again, and she's going to screw every single person around them. I love that they gave that kind of like a workaround, and Prison did change her. She still have her quotes, her iconic outfits and things like that, but there is too much going on, and there is a quote that she says that there is a big secret with the main guy, which I don't want to spoil that. I spoiled a lot already, so I don't want to spoil that as well. The costumes were great, 10 out of 10. The background music, the place where they recorded the movie. And it kind of sucks that it's an Amazon exclusive. I do hope, since Lionsgate was involved, that in the future we do get a physical media release of the movie, but it's so early to tell. But anyways, guys, I would love to know if you are into the Another Simple Favor universe, if you have already seen, into a Simple Favor universe, if you have already seen Another Simple Favor, what are your thoughts about it? If you like it, if you hate it, feel free to comment down below. But again, my opinion of this one is a great 10 out of 10 sequel. I see myself rewatching these movies in the future lots of time, and crossing my fingers for a future physical media release. But anyways, guys, that will be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep this family growing. And see you guys again soon on a new video.